Let's talk about one of the teams that has started out slowly, historically, especially in this current era, Cincinnati Bengals.
Aww.
Okay, this is the first time Joe Burrow has had a full training camp and being healthy. He had appendicitis, he had a knee, he had some other things. Every single training camp seemed like they were plagued, and they got off to a slow start. This year, obviously, it was the Jamar Chase contract. How's it going to go? Then he gets food poisoning the night before. Nonetheless, there's some clips coming out now of Joe Burrow and his wrist. Now, remember, he injured his wrist on a fall. This type of injury that takes place to the wrist has never happened to a quarterback. This is the first time it's ever happened. Normally, it's in a physical position, like a linebacker or a DB or a safety. I assume offensive linemen have had this type of injury, and we didn't know how it was going to respond. DB, I think, had this surgery, and he said his hand doesn't go back as far on the hand that it happened versus the other one. A.J. Hawk, I think, had the same thing. His hand goes back half the distance as what the other one does because of the injury to the wrist that Joe Burrow sustained. So this is the first time quarterback has had this happen, and wrist, very important, obviously. Whenever you're a linebacker or DB, you're thud, with boom, bang, pow. When you're a quarterback, obviously, the wrist is very important. I mean, it's the most important part of the entire thing, being able to spin it. Joe Burrow, there's some clips that they're taking and showcasing him battling a water bottle, him kind of working this entire thing. Is this something we should worry about?
I didn't see anything with the water bottle necessarily, but I mean, it's going to be something he's have to get used to. Now, he did the difference between him and mine. I think AJ's probably, once I broke mine, like I still played that. See, you tape it up, you brace it up, you just play with the limited range of motion. For him, he had surgery immediately, took the right, however many months to heal, got back in practice, but it's still something he's going to have to get used to. And this is, like you mentioned, never happened to a quarterback, so it's something to keep an eye on. And he's been healthy coming in early into some seasons, and he struggled in those situations as well. So hopefully they get it figured out. Once again, no Jamar Chase, pretty much all offseason, him being in and out. Hopefully they can pick it up at some point. Still a bunch of talent on that offense, so I think he'll be all right.
Biggest upset of the weekend, they're saying, maybe in NFL history.
Yeah, look, I mean, my wrist would hurt too if I had to play against one of the best defenses in the NFL. I mean, when it comes down to it, when you got Gonzo out there giving Jamar Chase the flu, if you will.
Food poisoning.
Yeah, sure. I bet it was. I mean, he had 6 targets and 6 catches. He didn't have food poisoning on those routes, did he? But, look, that's Christian Gonzalez football. And when you got Keon White breathing down your neck every single play because Trent Brown can't stop a cold. I love Trent Brown, one of my all-time favorite Patriots. But he's a little long in the tooth. If
long in the tooth? He's like 25, 26.
No. He is an old man by now. But look, the Patriots are going to do this to a lot of teams. And Bengals will probably be just fine. It's not like they have a tough test coming up. They just got the Chiefs, I think on the road this weekend.
Yeah, and the Jamar Chase deal obviously still being talked about. And Cincinnati Bengals slow starts are going to continue to be a conversation until they stop. But in the end, the Bengals, with Joe Burrow being healthy, and we assume Jamar Chase is going to play the entire season and everything's going to work out, the Bengals are going to be a team down the road once they figure it out. And maybe the Patriots are too.
Yeah, they definitely are. Pretty tough situation too. We're talking about preseason. Like T. Higgins kind of out of nowhere, just hamstring, not playing week 1. Doesn't look like he's playing week 2. Like that's got to be pretty tough.
Jamar Chase hasn't practiced. T. Higgins gets hurt. All of a sudden, Joe Burrow is healthy, but who else? I don't know.
Bingo.
Bengals are in an interesting spot. I appreciate what they're doing, though. They're doing something else to make money. They're doing a watch-along at the stadium. I like the good business out of Cincinnati.
Yeah, they need it.
We're selling the naming rights to the stadium, Paycor, let's make a little money. We're selling TVs out of here in the parking lot, let's make a little money. Now they're selling tickets, $99. You can go watch the game against the Chiefs at Paycor Stadium, and you get a $25 voucher for concessions.
Ooh,
not bad.
$99.
$99. That's not $100. Inflation's real, they say.
I mean, new TVs, brother. I mean, this isn't just some game.
You go back 20 years or so, this would be $9. And that's kind of how they're selling this entire thing. $99 to get a chance to go watch Paycor Stadium with a bunch of Bengals fans. Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games. You pay $99, you can watch this shit here. And I like that.
Pretty sweet.
That's a high price.
It's only really $74 because you get a $25 voucher.
Bingo. They're forcing you to go to the concessions.
Too.
The parking, though, if we know anything about the parking downtown Cincinnati, very accessible, very easy.
Yeah, without a doubt.
People just walking across the street everywhere.
Yeah.
It'd be a great sight.
Cement trucks everywhere.
Hey, Bengals, we're behind you. Never forget it. These are things your team's actually doing, though.
Yeah.
So we have to talk about it. We like that they're doing it because back in the day, the Brown family, the Bengals would have never done any business. I like that they're starting to do business. I respect it. I appreciate it. They got a good team. Are they going to be good this year? We think so.